Shalom, we have made it to the Upper West Side. It's still raining in New York City. We're currently walking quickly because we are late to an event with John and Hank Green. John Green is one of Sarah's favorite authors. John and Hank are both some of our favorite people and YouTubers. They run a channel on YouTube called The Vlog Brothers that they've had for as long as YouTube's been around, basically. And John is an author of many books. The one that you'd probably know would be The Fault in Our Stars. It was made into a movie a couple years ago with Shailene Woodley and Ansel Elgort.
Good life, Hazel Grace.
Okay.
Okay.
But John is coming out with a new book. It's coming out this week, and it's called Turtles All the Way Down. And John and Hank are going on a tour to promote the book and just have fun with all their fans. And so right now we're heading to the Symphony Space for the Turtles All the Way Down tour. Definitely getting our power walk on.
Have to.
The event started like 5 minutes ago. Hopefully that's when doors open.
10 minutes ago.
Hopefully that is when doors open and not when it actually starts. It's typically how it is in general, but don't want to take a chance of missing anything, so. No one in the lobby.
So you can't video the show.
Well, they didn't allow cameras in the theater, so don't get to show you guys anything, but it was awesome.
Oh my gosh. I cried, and then I smiled, and then I laughed, and then I cried, and then I laughed. Ugh, so good.
My emotions were a middle segment of those. Fluctuated about like this. But it was really great. Very funny. This was actually a rehearsal show, so a pre-show. The actual tour starts tomorrow. Yeah. But they opened up 2 shows for today for like a live dress rehearsal for them to practice.
So it was a little more candid than they were like working out glitches, which honestly just made it funnier.
Yeah, they had to improv a lot because they had glitches in between bits or like bits that weren't working or whatever. And so they had to improv some stuff, and it was hilarious.
And John and Hank Green are so good at banter back and forth. Like,
yes.
Oh man.
So good.
Literally, they did everything that makes me love John and Hank Green.
Yeah.
In that hour and a half, whatever it was.
They took questions from the audience on note cards, and they like read them and then answered them back and forth. So just listening to them just banter back and forth between them as brothers, they're just so good at feeding off of each other and doing it hilariously.
Yeah, and then John read from his book, which we actually missed. I'm so, because we were 10 minutes late. But he read from his book, and then he like talked a little bit about mental illness, because that's what the book is about. They did some really funny bits, and then Hank Green played some songs, because he writes songs about like science and stuff, which is, it's just so good. It was phenomenal. I loved it.
It's definitely a show you'd only want to go to if you are actually fans of them, because the whole show is basically an inside joke. It's not going to be very funny if you're going into it cold of who they are and not a fan of them as people. Like being a fan of John Green and his books, I still don't think you would find it nearly as funny as if you were a fan of them on YouTube.
I mean, they're like sort of nerdy, but like the coolest, most thoughtful, most empathetic, smartest people that I know of. But like they combine everything that they're passionate about together so well. That's what I love about them. It's like, I don't really care about science and molecules and whatever, but like when Hank Green sings about it, you just can't help but enjoy it, you know? Like they just do everything that they love to do, and they put it all together, even if it seemingly doesn't go together. And it's fantastic.
So John's new book, Turtles All the Way Down, as of you watching this, came out yesterday. So you should definitely check it out.
We'll add a link in the description for you.
Even if you're not a reader, I would say that John Green is one of those authors that is really easy to start reading with.
Oh, yeah.
So I definitely recommend giving it a try. And if books and things do interest you, Sarah has a whole channel on that. So you can head, Sarah's channel is also in the description, and she makes videos every Tuesday and Thursday all about books. Tuesday is actually a book club. Right now she's in a book called
We're reading a book called The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. It is a young adult book about a girl, and she witnesses her childhood best friend be shot and killed by a white police officer, and he was unarmed. And so it's just her story of going through that whole process and trying to figure out justice versus, you know, everything else. So it's phenomenal.
So check out Sarah's website, sarahsbook.club. You can sign up for the email list, but also on Instagram you can follow sarahsbook.club there and get all the updates. But mostly head over to Sarah's channel and watch her videos on Tuesday to be part of the book club, and Thursday just to learn about new books and old books that are really interesting that maybe you've missed. But our subway stop is right next to Central Park, so since we don't make it up here very often, just gonna take a stroll through Central Park. Since the leaves are changing and it's rainy, yeah. Sarah's favorite. It's also starting to rain.
I literally just said that it started to rain harder.
So I don't know how long we're gonna be here because it is starting to rain harder. Gonna have to put this camera up so it doesn't get all wet and put this jacket on. It's finally fall.
I mean, it could be a little cooler, but I'll take it.
It looks like fall.
It looks like fall. And the rain is helping it feel like fall. It's nice.
It's actually been a while since I've seen this much nature. We haven't.
Yeah, well, we're not very close to Central Park.
We're not so close to Central Park, but we're also not close to really a large park. We're next to smaller parks, but
yeah.
they don't really have...
They're usually like a square, like...
Yeah. A lot of those smaller parks don't even have grass.
Or much grass.
Yeah, either not a whole lot of grass, and sometimes not even a whole lot of trees.
Yeah, yeah. But I don't really care if people think it's touristy. Central Park is...
It's very nice.
So nice.
We've got a perfect storm. We don't care about the second wind or something else to take form. Someone else to keep us warm. Oh, we're learning where to aim, and still learning all the ways to love, but forget it just the same, with only ourselves to blame. Stay together, we sail to the moon, and sometimes too close to the wind.
Alright, well, we're back in our hood, picked up some dinner and our laundry, and heading back to the apartment. Sorry we couldn't show you guys more of the event. That was kind of the plan for this video. Turned more into just promoting other content you should consume. So sorry about that. But if despite that you still like this video, hit the like button. Subscribe if you are not. We do videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my channel. Every Tuesday and Thursday over on Sarah's. And we'll see you in the next one.